Hey guys, with the news of the new Slash Attack Spinosaurus coming out from the Epic Attack lineup, I thought it would be a perfect idea to compare it to the previous Spinosaurus figures that we have received from Mattel throughout the years. So it has a lot of elements of both the original and the battle damage Spinosaurus, which I think is quite interesting. But the action features are more akin to that of the Indoraptor from the latest lineup. So you can see on the diagram, it says you lift the arm and the head will go side to side and open its mouth, just like the Indoraptor. So I expect the feature would be pretty much similar to this. I don't think there's going to be a button that activates the arms and the head. You're going to have to pull them manually up and down, which kind of sucks. I do like having a button for that, but nonetheless, it's a cool action feature because we haven't had an action feature at all in any of these Spinosaurs besides that chomping button on the head, the basic kind of attack that we've had in previous T-Rex figures as well, the basic ones. The only special feature we've ever had is this battle damage, which now we will be getting a battle damage on the sail, which is really cool because you can see the neural spines, or those big, long dorsal spine protrusions. Those bones will be visible, and I think that's really neat. This figure also has way sharper teeth than our previous Spinosaurus figures, which all kind of have decently sharp but more rounded in comparison teeth, which is not bad. The color almost feels a bit more of a darker version of the original. The attack feature on the side, the little slash mark, is going to be like any other from the Epic Attack line, where when you press it, it lights up and makes noise. And the Spinosaurus seems to only have one on the top of the body, kind of off to the side, which I don't mind. I really like this feature because it gives an additional audio, which hopefully they're going to use the Jurassic Park 3 Spinosaurus sound effect and not the one from Camp Cretaceous, because I feel like that one would fit way more for the figure. And I like that light feature. It doesn't feel cheap or cheesy. They found the perfect way to have it light up without the skin around it lighting up, which I think is very nice. The sail itself is completely different from our original Spinosaurus figures. They were going for more of a accurate Spinosaurus sail, which I kind of see, but my main problem with it is that it is kind of too dull / exaggerated. Like, the back hump is super tall and the front is not as tall, and it's too rounded to be on par with the accurate Spinosaurus. It feels like if the Jurassic Park 3 Spinosaurus had more Spinosaurus DNA in it, but the sail is more akin to that of the movie accurate one, where it's kind of less tall and more rounded. But I'm pretty sure in the Jurassic universe, this is what the accurate Spinosaurus looks like, since we got a whole retcon of the dinosaurs in Dominion looking exactly like their counterparts in the past, which were apparently also inaccurate, just showing that, I guess, in the Jurassic universe, the dinosaurs looked the same as they did in the past as the present reconstructions, which is super weird because the whole excuse for why they look weird and different in the modern is because they're altered. Their DNA has, other animals' DNA in it. But nonetheless, I think it's pretty neat. They're going for a different style with the sail. Of course, the arm length is the same as that of the previous Spinosaurus figures. They basically just retooled the arms and the legs, but added additional detailing, some like different scales and stuff. But since they kept the arm length, it's less accurate because Spinosaurus had like super short back legs and super big, forearms. But this figure still has the original Spinosaurus proportions, except for it has like a slightly updated sail. I would have been completely fine if they kept the original sail and had it looking more like the movie Spinosaurus, because it could have a little bit more continuity. Repaints could be more accurate, because I do like the head shape. It's pretty neat. They basically sharpened all of the details on the head, made everything more pointy, especially the teeth. So it's going to be quite interesting. People doing repaints might have to modify the sail or just replace it with one of the previous Spinosaurus sails if they want it to be movie accurate. Everyone has been pointing out online that the tail looks longer. Unfortunately, it is not. It is the same length as the tail on the original Spinosaurus figures, which is kind of disappointing, but also I don't mind. The tail doesn't look too short in person. A lot of the promo images definitely make the tail look very short, and I'm not gonna lie, it is pretty short, but it's not like horribly awful. It's if you notice it, you notice it, but you can kind of get away with the tail being that short. Any shorter and it would be worse, but the tail is completely new. They did not retool the tail at all. It seems like they just made a new one. It's more curvy, it's got different details on it, and it seems like the scan code is also hidden within the tail. And the damage on the sail seems like you have to pull it down. It might be activated by the trigger on the side, the little damage feature, but there's a little kind of like a lip, and I think you can pull that up and it clicks back into place. So I think that's a very neat detail. Again, very reminiscent of the battle damage Spinosaurus from 2019. This figure is very hard to get, very rare. I actually missed out on it around Christmas time. It was on shelves, and I opted for the Indominus Rex because I thought it's more popular and therefore it would sell out quicker. But it turned out, yeah, the Spinosaurus sold out and was never restocked again. So I missed out on it and I had to pick it up secondhand, but fortunately enough, a friend on Instagram, Jurassic Jesse, had one and was willing to sell me it, and I am so fortunate for that because it is just abysmal to try and get your hands on this, and I'm super appreciative because it is a beautiful figure and one of the last figures I needed to complete my collection. So the action feature is very rubbery on this guy, and it has more of a solid sort of rib cage on it that comes loose, exposing muscles and this kind of like wavy pattern with liquid that when you press on the button, it rolls and the liquid kind of pools in different areas. It looks super neat. Very unique action feature that we've never seen in any other Jurassic figure. The closest we've had is the Herrerasaurus, which also has a movable rib cage, but that kind of folds down into the body instead of just hanging loose. And it seems like this new Spinosaurus, it just has the skin folding down into the body, and the bones obviously just stay in place, but it looks pretty gnarly. And I really appreciate that Mattel is still doing gore in their figures. It adds an extra level of realism, but also the playability is great, and it's a great throwback to the original Jurassic Park Kenner lineups with the Dino Damage features, paying homage to the classics, which I love. So this figure, of course, I'm going to pick it up. It is probably going to be the same size as the original Spinosaurus figures, which is not bad. I was hoping it would be bigger. If not, they were going to make the tail longer, but they decided, I guess, not to. And I'm assuming it's going to be the same scale because the proportions of the head, arms, legs, tail, body are all the same. I don't see why they'd scale it up at all. So, same proportions, same size, just a fresh new look, new sail, new head and tail, and then some additional details on the arms and legs. So yeah, I'm looking forward to doing a review on it, of course in person, not just with the photos, but I hope this video has helped you guys kind of get an understanding of what we're in for in terms of action features and proportions of this new Spinosaurus. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe and check out my previous videos on toy hunts, unboxings, and reviews. And I hope to see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.